AspectAvy is life-saving avalanche gear. It's designed to keep you out of avalanches. There's nothing like it. We're going to show you how to do it on a fun tour today. So, to get started, we're doing a tour plan. It's going to take us about 3 minutes, and there's no arguing because we all have the same information and it's really clear where to go. We're going to keep it out of the red today for a low-risk day. We've got our bulletin. We can see that it's low danger. And if we stay on the sunny side, we're going to be riding on corn snow so we can avoid the persistent slab problem and lower our risk even further. All right, we're in springtime conditions. So I'm going to chop through the corn snow and get a sense of how thick that layer is that we're going to be riding on today. So in the flats, all right, we've got about almost 3 inches of frozen crust. Now keep in mind, in the flats, as the sun comes down, the rays bounce off. And we're going to be skiing in the high 30s today, so the solar radiation comes in and doesn't bounce as much and soaks up more heat. So we're going to expect to see that crust bigger. But I'm going to dig probably 4 or 5 times along the way so I can get a good sense of what the crust is looking like, because this is the bridge over the weaker layers. And we want to make sure that we're on a really thick, solid bridge, and we get out of here after the top inch or 2 melts, and that we're still riding on a crust of frozen ice. And we're going to expect to find it steeper. Where it's steeper, it's going to be a thicker crust. All right, we've gone through our trailhead check. We did our beacon check, radio check, and we've got our phones in airplane mode and tucked away 20 inches away from our beacons. And I got an airbag trigger out. We're ready to roll. Let's go. All right, this slope looks to be about 18, 19 degrees. You measure it here. I'm gonna chop in because it's gonna get more solar. So we would expect the crust layer to be thicker. It's got more heat over the course of the last week. Yeah, it's hard to chop down. Oh yeah, it's definitely deeper than before in the meadow where it was flat. Look at that difference. Now we're talking about 6 inches of frozen crust that we'll be riding on. And as we get steeper, we'll be riding in the high 30s today. We would expect that crust to extend even more. So this is a bridge over the loose facets underneath. So as long as we're riding along and there's still a couple inches of frozen ice, our risk is really low. So we're gonna wanna monitor how thick the bridge is and how much the top has melted. After you get about 2 inches of melting, the ski quality goes down, and the amount of bridge that we're riding on is lessening and weakening. Okay, it's springtime and we're on full corn mission style now. The conditions have changed and we need to change as well, our behavior, and adapt. So, a couple things. I've got my super lightweight ice axe and I've got my ski crampons. The key to the ski crampons, put them on before you need them. Because if you're skittering around on 6, 7 inches of frozen hard ice, that is a really dangerous or uncomfortable place to be. It only takes a couple seconds to put them in. You would never leave your house in Europe in the Alps without ski crampons. And for some reason, Americans are a little slow to adopt them. But they make it so much easier and safer going up steep slopes. All right, this is gonna be our 3rd pit of the day. And we're gonna chop through. This slope's a little steeper. It's about 23 degrees. And we would expect to see a deeper, thicker crust because it gets more solar radiation. This faces south-southwest, so it cooks in the afternoon sun. And I'm having to dig pretty deep with my axe in here. You can do this with a shovel, but man, an axe is a way better tool. And this thing, this is like 200 grams. It weighs nothing. Ah. Oh yeah, that's a nice thick block. Look at that. So that's what we're riding around on, a big chunk of ice.
You gonna say something or?
Oh. All right, we're gonna transition here, rip skins, and go through our drop-in checklist and make a plan for where we're going next. Okay, clipping into our skis. Really important with pin bindings to make sure we don't have ice, snow, or mud in there. Otherwise, we'll pre-release. We're about to ski a double black diamond run and we would just tomahawk the whole way. And this will happen to you eventually. I'm gonna show you the trick that guides use to make sure that doesn't happen. First, make a nice platform so you don't have to worry about your ski taking off. Then, put the tail in. And now the ski is up in the air. I'm gonna line up the pins and I'm gonna pull it up into skin mode and I'm gonna grind it 10 times and stomp it down. Then I'm gonna go back to ski mode. The toe piece goes down to ski down, up to skin up. If I have it cranked up like this to ski down, that's basically din infinity, and my leg will fall off before the boot releases. So you'll only use that in fall you die terrain. Super important to always put the downhill ski on first. That way we've got control. Now we're ready to drop in. So I'm gonna go to my drop-in checklist and go right through it. Do we have a survivable run out? Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Nice smooth down there, no terrain traps. We've got a low risk regroup zone on the hard left. I'm gonna ski fall line, then do a hockey stick out left and post up in the old growth forest. Got my airbag trigger out, radio on.
Check.
We're skiing one at a time, and I've got my phone separated 20 inches from my beacon. We're ready to go.
Hold on.
Okay, Dave, I'm safe on the ridge.
Alright, Jeff, I'm ready to drop. Yeah, I can just take it all the way down.
Copy that. Dropping. Oh my God. It's so soft. Don't want to hit there, Jeff, will you hold up 1 second? I can get the drone out again.
Alright, Jeff, I'm recording.
All right, Jeffrey, I'm coming to you. I'm gonna try to follow your tracks. Let's see. These look fresh. I'm rolling with this. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Oh my God, those turns are really good.
That was quite nice.
All right, that was a super fun run. We caught perfect corn. It was about 7 inches deep of frozen corn and about 2 to 3 inches melted on top. Great steep run, laying them over, fast GS turns. Mwah, que bellissima. Now we're gonna party ski out through the flats. We're out of avalanche terrain, so we can all ski together through the Aspens and do our tour debrief before we wrap things up.
Boom. You're rolling.
Okay, you ski first, I'll ski behind you.
I don't know where we're going, so you ski first.
All right.
Let it rip! Yeah! Woo! Bow chicka bow wow!
AspectAvy is life-saving avalanche equipment. There's nothing like it out there. It made our tour planning super easy to pick a low-risk tour for the day, similar to car driving risk, and we screened out all the stuff in red, that's base jumping risk. Then we used the trailhead checklist to make sure we had the right gear and did our beacon check properly. And then at the top of the couloir, when we were dropping in, we had our drop-in checklist to make sure we stacked all our risk mitigation factors on top of each other. It's like having a mountain guide with you to tell you what you need to know, when you need to know it. If you've only been using reactive avalanche gear like beacon shovel probe to dig people out, maybe you're willing to try proactive gear that's designed to keep you out of avalanches altogether. You can do that at the App Store and download it to your iPhone and try it for free on us, and we'll see you in the backcountry.